Hello and welcome back. Today we are continuing with our mighty Morphin Power Ranger Megazord build from Fanhome. As you may have seen in the previous videos, I am building the Fanhome Partwork magazine, and I am restarting from scratch. So today we are continuing with the build, and we are starting on the Megazord helmet head. So without further ado, it is building time. Okay, so here we have part 2, which is the initial head and helmet assembly for the Megazord. As you can see here, we get the mask, we get the upper rim, we get eye protector, our base, left and right eye, helmet top and bottom, we get the crest and the inner part of the crest, we get our neck plate, we get a screwdriver, which I already have. Then we get our various screws, and we get our light LED. So let's get this opened up and assembly started. So one thing I did want to cover before we get on with the build is following the initial unboxing yesterday, I did a quick inventory, and touch wood, everything appears to be there. So far, I need to do a proper inventory and make sure all of the packages are the right ones. But as far as I could tell from the quick inventory, I had all 120 odd packages I needed. So touch wood, everything is in order there. I know that people who have done the one-off packages, whether for Megazord or some of the other ones, have had issues with parts or even entire package sets missing, so that should be taken into consideration if you are ordering one, and make sure you do an inventory of what you receive. Additionally, it's been mentioned to me that some people have found pages from their instruction manual missing. I haven't gone through literally every single page, but as far as I can see from scanning through it, all the pages and parts are here. So touch wood, for myself at least, everything's in order, but do bear in mind your mileage may differ on that front. So without further ado, let's get to assembly. We need our headpiece, we're going to need the screws as well, so let's get these opened up. And we will get these placed to one side. And then need our crest, and this will clip in like so. That's it. It goes in like that, and then you need 2 of the small black screws to lock it into place. So take our screwdriver and just screw them into place. You then need the yellow part of the crest, and that should just clip in do this without any bother. So it just slides and pushes in, and then we need another one of the black screws to just lock that into place and try not to throw it away. Then we need to take our two headpieces. These are made of die-cast metal, and you will see that they should connect like that. Okay. Then it wants us to use two of the PM screws, which is, I believe, which is these ones. You get a spare one. So it's our middle screws. That's something that's a little disappointing, or not disappointing, not even necessarily an annoyance, shall we say. It's just different. But if you've been watching the Dalek build, you know that with that, the packaging clearly denotes which screws are which, where these are just in a little cellophane bag, which is a little annoying if you have everything laid out. And I'm an idiot and screw these from the wrong way. These should go in from the top down, not the bottom up. That's better. That's what you get if you don't pay attention to your instructions. That's that. Then we take our little LED light and place that like so. You just need to line up the screw points. Take your PMB screw, and just screw that in to place if you can line it up properly. this one's a little bit awkward. You one, need to make sure it's lined up completely straight, and two, as you're tightening it, you don't want to over tighten and potentially crack the circuit board. So it's about finding that spot. Then take our head crest. That will connect over like that. We'll take two more of our PWB screws and we will screw these into position, and that will be part 2 completed. There we go, that's all tightly done and secure. Then the rest is left for future assemblies. Oh, sorry, the only thing it tells us to do, which I forgot, is clip these two parts together. That. There you have it. That is all that we need to do for part 2. Yeah, if you've seen my first video on this, you'll know my thoughts and comments on it. As we bring it around, we can take out and take a look at this week in Power Rangers to finish this build off. So this week in Power Rangers we would have had Fear of Heights, High 5, which is episode 2. It featured Bones, so we get our episode summary and our look at the villain of the week, and a interesting fact would have been the small space shuttle lands in a far eastern city. Since these images, like those of the monsters, were taken from the franchise Super Sentai Kura Sentai Zyuranger. So there we have part 2 done. Build is slowly coming along. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll be back soon, and until then, may the power protect you.